This video is about the Solidarity Fund and the Gildan Activewear Inc. Before we begin, let's introduce you to the companies involved. Gildan Activewear. Gildan Activewear was started by two brother textile entrepreneurs, Glenn.
Hello, I'm Glenn.
And Greg.
Howdy, nice to meet you.
Founded in 1984 in Montreal, Canada, the company goal was to be the world leader in quality knitwear for the North America and international markets with the lowest opportunity cost. Quebec Federation of Labour, QFL, was an alliance of unions in the Canadian provinces. They started a new fund for all of its members, the Solidarity Fund.
The Solidarity Fund was a new fund designed to invest its members' retirement savings in local companies. There were two goals. Goal 1 was to democratize access to professionally managed retirement accounts. The second goal was to support job growth in Quebec. While the fund wanted to give its members a fair return, it used non-financial criteria for selecting the companies they invested in. They chose companies who had good working conditions, positive relations with local communities, and commitment to environmental responsibility. Meet the auditor of the fund.
Hey guys, I'm your auditor, and it's my job to make sure the employees are being treated fairly. We like to see fair treatment among all employees, so thank you.
Alright, so basically what happens next is Gildan starts to geographically abuse the locations of its factories. Sewing was done in Mexico and Honduras, where labor was cheap. Cutting was done in the US to reduce custom duties, and dyeing and knitting was done in Quebec, where water and electricity was cheap.
By the end of 2001, Gildan was producing 14 million dozen t-shirts annually. Sales were more than 500 million. Salaries of the top executives went from 1.5 million to 13.3 million.
13.3 million, you hear that, bro? Nice! Yeah! Alright, boom. Nice.
The fund does its due diligence and sends its auditor to the Gildan factory in Honduras.
Honduras, here I come.
Bienvenido a Honduras.
The auditor reports three issues. First, the subcontractors that supplied Gildan were dilapidated and had awful working conditions. The second was the high level of cotton dust in the plants. The third issue the auditor found was that workers' wages were not determined by managers. Instead, they were determined by fellow workers on their work team and based solely on productivity, nothing else. This becomes a big public controversy. Mackie Vadacino, the VP of Corporate Affairs for Gildan, makes a statement. Excellent working conditions. Many people want to work for Gildan because of our wages, because of our benefits, because of our facilities. The controversy continues, so once again, the fund sends their auditor to Honduras.
Bienvenido a Honduras.
The auditor investigates a report that 38 people had been let go because they wanted to unionize. Gildan had denied that they had been let go for this reason, but the auditor found, sure enough, that paperwork supported the 38 people had attempted to unionize. We interviewed a worker that had been recently laid off from the Honduras factory.
So, what happened in your case?
Well, I got laid off.
Why'd you get laid off?
Well, you see, the company has these random tests that if you get pregnant, and if you are pregnant, they lay you off. And my family wanted to have a baby, and I got pregnant, but they laid me off. I felt like it was very, very unfair.
Intense media focus on Gildan had created a serious dilemma for the fund. The officers, you, need to make a recommendation to the board about what to do regarding their involvement with Gildan.